Hey, what's up, David? How's it going?
Good, man. How you been?
Good. Glad to have you here. Thanks for taking the time to chat. And I've been really excited to have you on here as an interview because of your unique background, where you went from having no recruiting experience whatsoever to now both landing recruiting clients and candidates and making placements in a short
Yeah,
amount of time, right?
absolutely.
Yeah, and I think sure a lot of people hearing this who kind of have a non-recruiting background probably think it's a huge astronomical leap to go from no recruiting to like making recruiting placements. So I'm hoping you can kind of share some of your nuggets or successes that led to having those wins.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you having me on. And like you said, yeah, no recruiting experience. My background is B2B lead generation. I own Gitzinger Marketing. We use LinkedIn as a deliverable to generate leads for different types of clientele across many different industries. And so recruiting was always a natural fit for me because LinkedIn is the area where we can generate not only job orders, but also fulfill the candidate structures. And so, yeah, my big thing with your program was I had zero experience, didn't understand how to get started. I really needed structure in seeing the process from start to finish. What I liked about your program and still utilize is seeing, okay, how do I go about not only setting up the business and all the legality stuff, but also making sure that I know what to say, how to approach getting job orders, how to approach the industry we serve in recruiting, and feeling comfortable enough to get on a phone call and be able to explain our services and how we operate and eventually get a job order. So, and then on the backside, like LinkedIn is my strong suit for getting leads. So getting actual candidates was something that was fun for me because once you have the job order, you find out exactly 3, 4, 5 things they're looking for, a must-have, and then at that point, it's really outreaching to individuals who fit that mold. So, yeah, for me, it's been different than the norm that you're used to having. Someone that has a lot of recruiting experience. I'm still pretty green, but have been able to, do pretty well. Yeah, I think at least within a year, like, you're, let's see, I think 5 times what I paid you, it's already come back to me. What's nice is that a couple placements, many agreements and job orders, and I do things a little bit differently too, in that I have a retainer model for upfront, getting paid up front. And then I have others that you get paid on the back end. So what's been nice is it's been an ability for me to really add a recruiting arm to my marketing business, which is really attractive given that, if things get tough, which we're living in a hard time right now, I'm able to supplement my income and be able to just to stay sane in this crazy world we live in.
Yeah, and can you share some of the maybe the placement values or like maybe just the total deal size and give people an idea of what's possible?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're looking around 15K in retained fees right now, and we're around 12K in placements. I split a fee with another agency that I help out as well. So really, over 20K, 25K in the first year. And to be honest, with zero experience in 25K, it's like, yeah, I will. I'll take that any day of the
You
week.
can do that all day long, and really, and that's kind of like, and that's just like supplemental income. That's just icing
Yep.
on the cake of your existing business, right?
Yeah, we flow between 25 to 30 clients per month on a retainer basis for my B2B lead generation agency. And so it's opened up a whole new world, giving me the thought of like, okay, I've been working so hard to get a client, keep a client, get a client, keep a client, and build that bridge. When recruiting, it's like you develop a relationship once, you're able to show value in place, and they keep coming back to you. And so deals are bigger, obviously, and from there, it's just a really attractive business model that I'm hoping into 2022 is to continue to grow and scale and be able to pull back on some of the retainer clients that I have in the marketing agency.
Yeah, and I think that's a great way to optimize. Where if you already have like deals coming in from either your marketing business or recruiting, then a way to really kind of get more bang for your time or ROI is just increase the level of positions that you're recruiting for. The bigger the salary, the bigger your fees, and without more time, right? And I'm always talking about how recruiting like a 160K salary candidate is not double the work as a 80K person.
Sure.
In fact, a lot of time it's easier because they're more experienced. They know how to interview. You don't have to coach them on how to interview, and they're professional. They show up on the calls. They're not flaky, right? Just because of they're more senior.
Yeah.
So it's great that you've been able to make those level of placements to some attorneys, right? Some people in the
Yep.
healthcare industry, and I also like the fact that you create these partnerships where you're finding clients and candidates for other recruiters, and you met them through like the program, right? Other people
Yeah.
who are in our coaching program, the Recruiting Accelerator program. You guys just kind of did a Marvel team up and decided to help each other out and kind of collectively make more money together. Right?
Yeah, especially since I'm new, right? So it was always difficult for me to take it all and jump right in fully at full capacity, doing both sides of the desk. But building relationships, within candidates, fulfilling for candidates, getting a cut, fulfilling for job orders, getting a cut. It's crazy how much I've learned. And what's funny is I don't feel like I've really put in that much effort overall because I have the other agency. Like my day to day is booked, and you've seen the amount of coaching calls that I've come on. So what that really motivates me is to actually like give it its proper due, and it's just only going to get better.
Yeah, you've actually tried harder. I can really make
Exactly.
something big happen, right?
Yeah.
Well, and I think that really goes to show, not to say like your approach is like the lazy man's approach, but it's really like distilling like what is really focusing on the vital few versus like the unimportant many. And I think you're talking about like what was, and I might ask you to elaborate, is some of your magic formula for finding and sourcing the right candidates so effectively, given especially that you don't have recruiting experience. It's just focusing on the must-have requirements instead of all the nice-to-haves, right? And then identifying the key markers that are going to determine whether or not this person is a good candidate, and then getting that done effectively, right?
Yeah, LinkedIn's really nice because you can get very granular on who it is that you want to reach out to and who you want to serve. So from both my agency standpoint, generating leads, and also finding candidates, we can find out really exactly what type of client is an ideal fit for our job orders, and just really use search terms to find them, but then also some custom follow-up to make sure that we get people to raise their hand that have an interest in learning more about other opportunities. And I was pretty surprised with the amount of people that will be open to talking to firms who are looking to hire. It's something that you don't think about, but everyone's kind of in the back of mind thinking like, hey, I need to make sure that I'm secure in my environment, and they're always looking for the next step. So for me, it was really a nice niche that I'd never thought about recruiting for before, was the recruiting industry. So it's worked out really well to be able to add that to the a different leverage that for my business. So it's been easy to get and to generate consistency. So as long as that's there, like I just want to keep pumping more power into it.
Yeah, I'm really excited to help you scale things up in 2022. We talked a little ahead of time about ways we can do that with both tools and teams. And so, yeah, you've already like done the proof of concept with minimum amount of man hours and yielding placements. Now you can kind of see how you can kind of scale that up and start weeding down maybe lower margin, lower profit business. Right, and focusing on some of the higher ticket stuff. But so if a recruiter is listening to this and they're thinking, I could use some more clients, or I could use some more candidates, how can people find out about you?
Yeah, absolutely. So the quickest way is find me on LinkedIn, see my name right there, David Gitzinger. Gitzinger Marketing is my website. You'll find it's a one-page lander with a schedule a calendar call with me. But yeah, always open to talking more about sourcing either the job orders or the candidates. Definitely have capacity, and with my experience in generating leads, it's a natural fit. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to continuing to work a little bit smarter in 2022 for the bigger deals.
Yeah, well, hey man, thanks again for jumping on this call. This has been fun. Always glad to work with you, and yeah, can't wait to see what you do this coming year.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yeah.